Vance is down on the border, fanning the flames.
This is not rocket science. It is not hard to secure the southern border.
Ohio Senator JD Vance talking with locals today in Cochise County, a hotspot for illegal border crossings. He wants to see what they're dealing with and the pitfalls from the current administration.
Has Kamala Harris done anything you've asked her to do? She is the border czar. Has your border czar done anything you've asked her to do?
He talked about the fentanyl crisis and the need for better border security, blaming the Biden administration for opening the border, cutting funding for the wall, and ending Remain in Mexico, policy for migrants seeking asylum, cutting funding for the wall, and ending the Remain in Mexico policy for migrants seeking asylum.
If people can come into this country and they know they're never going to be deported, you effectively have an open border. That's what Kamala Harris promised. That's what Kamala Harris did. And Donald Trump and I promised to do exactly the opposite.
The Department of Homeland Security says since Biden's new executive order limiting access for asylum seekers, border encounters dropped 40% in June.
Let it be known that the Republicans don't want to solve this problem.
Bisbee Mayor Ken Budge joining his counterparts in San Luis and Cochise County Supervisor Ann English, calling out Vance's visit to the border as a photo op, saying congressional Republicans are the ones who blocked the bipartisan border bill.
That border bill would have made our country safer, made it more secure.
They're backing Kamala Harris and like the possibility she's considering Arizona's junior Senator Mark Kelly to be her running mate.
Senator Kelly knows the border. He's been in the border, not to take a picture. He comes, he sits down with us, he listens to us, and he has delivered.
In Yuma, Alexandra Rangel, Arizona's Family.